Welcome everybody to the Pulpwood Podcast Live tonight, man. That's a little sound clip of Lost Southern Boys late last night. If you noticed today on my social media, I posted a video of the song, just got a bunch of stuff and threw it together, a little bit of night trucking, give that good vibe going on where the late last night. How's everybody been doing, man? I tell you what, it's been hotter than a blaze down here in North Florida. My buddy Baked Bean sending me a little thing up there saying he headed back from Raleigh, North Carolina and headed to Alabama. Alabama! What part of Alabama you going to there, Baked Bean? Oh, Baked Bean, he's over there running that Target account with old CR England. One of the people that used to run logs with me and all that, going to old Birmingham. Going to old Smoke City, as the old hands used to call it. Good old Smoke City. I'd like to invite everybody to come on here. If you want to go live, man, let's get on here and tell some trucking stories. Baked Bean, why you on here, man? Tonight's podcast, the topic is how long you been driving. Baked Bean, how long you been driving? Man, over 20-something years old. There you go. That's the first time you ever run over the road. I tell you what, man, people talk bad about running over the road, but I can't wait till I get back out here on it, man. I don't care nothing about it's just too hard, and it's hard to make a living running local, especially down here in our area. If you a wood hauler like me and old Charles Bowden right there used to be, it's getting to be a dog eat dog world, man. There's just too many sharks in the pool, and we got all these mills that shut down. And too much wood, not enough mills to haul them to. I tell you what, man, I run over the road a good 11, 12 years before I come off. And right there at the end, me and my wife was running team together. We was doing coast to coast. Then we finally got a dedicated run. And I ain't going to lie, man, I kind of hated to come off the road. That's always been my passion is trucking. And it took some adapting to get used to running local, especially logging, how everything operates. I was used to loading up and headed off somewhere. And I tell you what, it's something different if you've never done it. You either an over the road driver or you a local driver. That's just ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'd like to welcome everybody in. Too many sharks in the pool. Yes, sir. Hey. Yeah, my buddy Kobe Griffiths right there, man. He's a logger too, man. He's a fine loader, man. He fixing to get into trucking. I tell you what, though, his daddy, a real legend, truck driving legend, old Big Chief. He sent me a text message a while ago, said he couldn't find me, so I'm going to have to text him back, tell him to get on here now, Chief. There's old Big Chief. I see you finally found me. Big Chief, you want to get on here? How long you been driving the truck for, Big Chief? I know you want to get on here and talk. I tell you what, some people are dedicated and some people would rather run the system there, Bean. Ain't nothing like a good dedicated account when you get used to it. You know what you're going to make every week and dealing with customers. Me and my wife, we had a FedEx dedicated run. We was driving with a company out of Russellville, Arkansas. And we would leave, go to Ocklawaha, Georgia, pick up a load of oil dry, run that all the way up to Tobyhanna, Pennsylvania to the Walmart DC up there, shoot over to Montgomery, New York to the FedEx right there and reload coming back to Valdosta. 1 week we'd do it 2 times, the next week we'd do it 3 times. Tell you, we make good money doing that, especially if you got a good team partner. That's what it's all about. I tell y'all what, I was going through some of my stuff today. And I found this right here. Let me see what. Found this. Y'all remember these? The truck stop pocket guide, man. That's back before phones got big. We used to have to flip through there and trying to remember what year this is from. But yeah, man, you wanted to find out where you had to do something, you had to find the old truck stop in here. You'd look and find. Oh man, Big Chief been doing that deal for 30 years. Oh, you run, old maniac, man. I tell you what, man. There's a lot of people just tired and fed up with logging, want to get out of it. I tell you what, I don't know maniac personally, but I've spoke to him at the mill, and we've always got along pretty good. I just thought that was pretty cool, man. I seen this right here, this old truck stop pocket guide, and man, that brought back some memories. I ain't no telling how many of these truck stops are closed down now. Make me want to go through here and look real quick. Oh man, exit 5, Tallapoosa, Georgia, Newborn's truck stop. That used to be one of my stops there, man. They used to have some good groceries, a nice little chrome shop, decent CB shop. Hey, that's what it's all about there, Bean. You get you a good teammate, somebody who's motivated and wants to make money, somebody you could depend on. It's hard to find good people to depend on this day and time. That is wild, man. Looking on here on I-20, truck stops on I-20. There used to be one on I-20, exit 190. I think it was this Grovetown, Georgia. TPS. They had a good old country buffet in there. What's going on from South Georgia? What part of South Georgia you in, man? We down here in Perry, Florida, down here on the Gulf Coast. My wife from Clattville up around Valdosta area. Hey, y'all doing pretty good, man. Y'all doing a jam up job if y'all doing that. There, jelly, baked bean. I don't know why I about called you jelly bean. I'm gonna have another good friend of mine, Statesboro. Oh yeah, been there a time or dozen. Used to be a truck stop in Statesboro. Let me look it up real quick. They ain't showing it on here. I was thinking of the 111 of Pulaski, Georgia, Grady's truck stop. That's another good one. Georgia Southern University still is. Oh yeah, got to get that education. Oh yeah, Grady's. I used to stop in there. I'd get a shower. I'd get a good meal. Not over there, Swanee County, man. We waving right back at you there. All right, all the way up in Kentucky. How many of y'all are truck drivers? That's my question. That's good. They still going on. A lot of the mom and pop places are dying out, and it's a sad thing, man. It really is. You stop at a lot of these chain little travel plazas. There the goal is they want you to come in and get your fast food and get your fuel and get the hell off their property. 31 years, hey brother. We thank you for your service. That's awesome. Actually, been a dream of mine. I grew up around trucking all my life, and I've just always been drawn to people like your late night talk radio and stuff like that. I've just always been intrigued by late night radio. We used to have somebody I grew up with trucking bozo, Dale Summers. He was out of WLW 700 out of Cincinnati. He broadcast on a AM radio station, and man, I tell you what, he keep you up at night. Bill Mack, you got people like Art Bell, George Nord that would talk to you on Coast to Coast AM and talk about a bunch of UFOs and scary stuff. That'd keep you awake late at night. But yeah, but then I got it. I've even like I used to listen to Howard Stern a lot. Howard Stern, Lex and Terry. I've just always loved talk radio. That'd be a dream of mine to become big, be like do a trucking show and all that, and late night and keep drivers up. And you never know. Always wish in one hand and something in the other, see which fills up first. Never hurts a man to dream. It really don't. Which I love music too. I write music and been around different musicians all my life. We do a show on here sometimes where we DJ music and do karaoke. Marcus, how you doing tonight, brother? Been hot enough for y'all out here in Louisiana? I tell y'all what, my buddy right here, Marcus Morris, y'all give him a follow. And he's got some, we trying to get his followers up and all that. He's fixing to have some good content for you. Good diesel mechanic, one hell of a truck driver. I hit it big one day, Marcus. You're gonna be my co-host on here. We're gonna talk trucking, and we're gonna Man, we've been hot, man. It's been hotter than I think the heat index was 104 down here yesterday. I was out in the yard working. Old bear about crept up on me. It brought me back to my tobacco cropping days. Whew. I know y'all hot. Y'all got that same thick humidity. It's been like Louisiana swamp humidity down here. It's been bad. We in for one hell of a summer. Hey, one thing about it though, Marcus, you know as well as I do, this hot weather brings out them shorter shorts too. Come on, look down and check out them seat covers. That's what it's there for. That's what my papa used to say, son. That's what it's there for. Don't hurt nothing to look. There's the man with a plan.
There y'all are.
Oh man, we maintaining. I'm trying to get one of my old logging buddies on here, old local legend, old Big Chief Keith Griffiths. But
yeah,
he's having I was having technical difficulties with all my sound equipment trying to get everything. It's been one thing after another.
Well, I figured I'd get on here for just a minute. I got to go in here and do some honeydews here in a minute.
Ooh, I heard that.
Before they turn into honey, did you?
Oh yeah. You don't want them honey digits to come about.
Well, no, I stay in the doghouse so much I ain't got nowhere else to put my bones.
Hey, don't feel like the Lone Ranger, man. Now, one thing about it, though, I'm pretty good at sweet talking my way out the doghouse.
I seen a deal here a while back. Old fellas, he was out there in the doghouse, and boy asked me, man, said, what you in the doghouse for now? He said, the wife's birthday came about. Said, she wanted something to go 0 to 200 in 4 seconds. He said, what'd you buy her? He said, I bought her a set of scales.
I heard that.
That's when the fight started.
I bet it did.
Yeah, I've been sitting here fiddling around. I finally, that dang Peterbilt, I'm finna send it back. I'm probably looking at buying the truck, but for right now, I got to take another job that's paying a little bit better. This grain ain't hitting on nothing.
Yeah.
And I spent the last 2 days working on it. They hired a little old mechanic. What it did, it blowed the gasket on the top compound. And man, that thing went to whistling Dixie. I mean, it was horrible. So I got to the yard and found they had 2 bolts broken in the top of the manifold. So they got them drilled out. He hired another mechanic to do the work because I don't get paid to work on that truck.
Yeah.
So I made a couple trips over to Natchitoches. Well, on the way back, second trip. Hey, son, second trip back. I top the hill there coming in the wind field, and it goes blowing again.
Oh.
So I get to the yard. I walk around there, open the hood, take my hand, and you can shake the top turbo.
Oh, man.
Yes, you talk about a moment of the good case of reds.
It's like Papa used to say, if it's got tires or tits, it's going to give you problems somehow.
Well, they paid the little mechanic, $700 to fix the problem, and he didn't do nothing but prolong it.
That's right. Like old Kelbo said on there, trucker troubles. I tell you, a truck driver, whenever we got good days, they're good, but when they're bad, oh, man.
Man, look, it ain't nothing bad with this truck, man. It's not like a snake bit, but I do realize, when you set one up, you have a lot of problems. Like used to, if I had one setting up, I'd bring it in. Depending on how long it's set up, I'd redo the wheel seals on it. I'd freshen up all the, rear main seal, whatever I could get. If it needed clutch, let's go ahead and do that. Stop, brake. Just go through it.
Oh, yeah.
That way you ain't got no surprises. You know your rig, you'll be fine. But this truck here, I really ain't had a whole lot of time with it to actually get up under it, and feel things out. They got everything covered up with full fenders and this tailboard with ornamental lights in it. Don't get me wrong, it's a good looking truck, but
oh yeah,
I like to see what I'm looking at every now and then, to kind of stay on top of it, because there's no way of knowing unless you get under it if you've got a seal going out in your rear ends or pinion seal, stuff like that, or it's a job to get up under it. Plus it's got that it's got the latest low leaf up under it. It's got the bars across it, and it's got the curvy looking spring suspension and all that.
Oh yeah.
And but as far as a nice truck going down the road, handling, pulling, it's a great truck.
That some gun sharp, though. Man, that looks good.
Well, it was until I bent the stacks on to the morning. I get it to the elevator.
Ooh, man.
And, you know, I told the guy, I said, please watch my stacks. Please watch them.
What's going on, Dixie boy?
Oh, yeah, man, I got you. Yeah, he got me all right to the point I got up under that beam and then bent tips. So
that's about me, man. I'm tired of seeing all these people ride around in these old school trucks and all that. Me and Jessica been talking. We gonna get us old truck and fix it up here, there, and yonder.
Well, Dad is he's talking about selling his 359, and that thing's got a fresh A model in it, Caterpillar.
Ooh, man.
And he just got through putting a new wiring harness in. Well, I say no, he got a good wiring harness from Vanderhags, you know, and it's not botched or anything. It's no bull crap. He did put a new sleeper boot around it. It's got a 15 over.
Oh, man.
I think that truck's either got 411 Swampy or it's got 490s. That thing is built to pull.
It sounds like it. If it's got 490s in it.
I mean, it'll forevermore get down and move, but I mean, it was an old bull rack truck. I mean, back in its day, and then I don't know what Mr. Bill Gibson done with it exactly, but Mr. Bill was one of them old school men from up around the Rabel area, and he drove it for years. And he probably pulled produce, general freight, whatever with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to buy the truck years ago when they first put it up for sale, and I couldn't get the funds up. And plus, I had an ex-wife that was like, hey, you ain't buying no truck. And I'm sitting there going, I'll just get rid of your ass and then go buy it. But anyway, I missed a buy on it, and the farmer got it, and then farmers hired some drivers, and man, they botched the wiring harness up in it. So,
yeah. And it's sad to see them do a truck, especially something like you driving, man. People just don't take care of a truck.
Well, I never understood why they do it. I mean, you can give them a new truck on Monday, and by Friday, you won't recognize the inside of it.
Yeah, it'll be all dirty, and that where they've tried to wire homemade, where that's just jerry rig stuff and all that, trying to keep it clean.
That's it, but they just... They even the one I'm running right now, same where they run for the breather lights. I'm sitting here going, they make wire loom, they make connectors, they make everything that you could possibly dream of.
Yeah.
To make it look good and hide your wiring where it ain't hanging outside the hood, flapping down the highway. You know, I can't stand that crap.
Yes.
You know, I done one for Reeves Farms last year. The rats had got in it, but they didn't go all the way. But I was able to leave the dash. I found the switches, and I ran good wire. I ran everything, you know, outside the cab. I put wire loom. I done connectors, and I actually wired into the Peterbilt factory wiring, you know, to where, hey, it looks original.
It looks nice and clean.
That's it. It looks nice and clean, well presented. It ain't got all that crap hanging everywhere. You know, and I told the little kid that was driving it, I said, take pride in your ride, bud.
Absolutely.
You know, leave out the duct tape and the silicone. Spare yourself the heartache and spend the money and do it right.
That's right.
But you got a lot of these mechanics around here. Well, I say mechanics. Let me rephrase that. They toolbox toters, what they are.
Yeah, toolbox toters. There you go.
You know, and I said something about the little mechanic that came out and done the work, and another guy said, yeah, I even do the same thing to my truck, and he said, we had to re-lick it.
Wow.
I said, he won't be back to work on mine. I said, I'm not getting paid to work on mine. I said, but I'm not going to sit here and let an $80,000 truck go to crap either, you know.
Yeah, you like me, you ain't got the heart to let to do it or whatever.
I can't. It's just the way I was raised. I can't do it.
Yep.
I cannot do it. And, you know, I tried to help the boy while he was trying to do the job. And
many times, Kelly, and many times, brother, he was asking me how many times I had to fix that black and white W9. For the most part, it done good, but the lights on it were rigged up. I had to spend many times rewiring everything.
Well, I had one time. Well, I had high beam on one switch, low beam on another. Turn signals on the switch. Oh boy, I'd run it for it. He won't spend no money. I said, well, I can't get no switches. I guess I'll wire up. But I done it clean though. I didn't do no boxing or nothing. I done it clean.
Oh yeah.
And he gonna call me up after I turn the truck in. And they go, what's all these switches? I said, because your cheap ass wouldn't buy no parts. Hey, Ben, go get my phone charger for me, please, sir. I got my stepson out here. He's out here fucking around.
What's old caveman up to? What's caveman doing?
Caveman was doing hay, and then he said something about he was going to do his Bible study, and so he's been doing his thing up there where his mama's at.
He sent me a picture of Peterbilt that he's been driving, I guess, and we're gonna set him up on Pulpwood TV with the tributes on there.
Yeah, it's a truck that the little guy he's working for, they own it, and he fiddles around with it a little bit.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's a good kid. I wish I had him under my thumb down here because there's a lot that he needs to learn, and I just ain't had the time to really get him one-on-one and teach him. But TJ and them, they kind of watch over him best they can and put him in the right direction. And his grandfather's old road dog, so Grandpa ain't gonna let him get too far out of reach.
Oh yeah,
but it's just you try to raise your kids the best you can.
Does your AC really have a charger where you put these in the back?
No, it don't. I don't have running video games going down the highway, son.
No, I was going to plug my phone in with my super fast charger.
I
charger.
mean, I burnt my truck up here. Where's that extension cord at?
No, wow.
Here, run that in there. Wow,
Hey, can you see me on the live feed right here, Marcus? Look what I found. Him. Look what I found earlier today going through. Remember them right there?
Yeah.
I wonder how many of these places went out of business. Now that's just crazy. I got a whole box of these things. Found a bunch of old. What's going on down there, Lolly? And I found a bunch of old live books I had. Now I know these live books. I ain't no telling. That's just crazy. Hey, that's how you do them magic tricks with them old log books.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh man!
I remember one time, old boy pulled in the scale house over in Tennessee. They was working me over. Old guy pulled up there. He pulled him from Midwest. His wife was, hey, hold on just a second. Hey, before you set the place on fire, how about put them down? If your mama catches you, she's going to kill you. Put that down. I'm going to tell her you did it, and she's really going to kick your butt. You said, I'm trying to be clean on this feed on here, and you got me all, you trying my Jesus. Put them scissors down now.
See, that's the thing about the Pulpwood Podcast Live. We'll teach you about old school trucking, and we'll tell you how to take care of them youngins.
Well, I laughed the other day. He's over here petting. I got a tomcat that I had ever since I was a kid, and I got tickled the other day. I was sitting here with one of my youngest boys, Mason, and he was sitting on the floorboard of the mower, and I had one of those. I got one of those mosquito candles up here to kind of keep the mosquitoes out.
Yeah,
and it was sitting on top of the motor, and old Titty Baby, he jumped up there. He wanted to see what was going on. And the cat set his ass and his nuts down right in the middle of the candle.
Oh, man.
Mason said, he never made a sound. Mason said, look, Daddy, Titty Baby's on fire.
No, man, that's your cat's name's Titty Baby?
Yeah, we call him Titty Baby. He's always whining.
Oh.
But he, you know how Terry said, look, Daddy, he got wax on him. I said, man, that's one bad kitty right there.
Oh, yeah, man. That sounds like it.
But, yeah, as far as handling your kids, we throw the belt around here. We ain't scared.
That's right. If we have to, we'll do it in a heartbeat.
I said, it didn't kill me. It ain't going to kill them.
That's right. That's the problem. That's the problem. It ain't a kid problem. It's a parenting problem with a lot of parents this day and time.
Yeah, I think the funniest thing is that I made them get out there one time. They had really, really got me. And I said, start whipping. I ain't going to be able to quit. That's child abuse. Ain't sense in it. So I handed them some fingernail clippers. I made them get out there in the front where the flower bed's at. He said, what do you want me to do to these fingernail clippers? I said, y'all going to cut the grass?
Oh, yeah.
Cut the grass? I said, yep, with these fingernail clippers. Oh, you thought, man, I committed murder. One of them stood up and said, why don't you just go ahead and whoop me and get it over with?
Well, nowadays, all you do is take their phone or hide a phone charger or cut off that Wi-Fi, and that's how you get to them now, though.
Well, it's done got to where nowadays they got technology at their fingertips. It's not as common.
Yeah.
I tell mine all the time, hey, what used to be in the dark is all in the broad daylight. So, watch where you go. I'm like Charlie Downs. Watch where you go. Remember where you've been.
That's the way we see it. We simple men.
That's it. And I said, there's so many traps out here. Every day you see where a man has, went off the damn deep end. He's either gotten curious or he's just that damn sick. We got some guys around here that are running that deal, like predator versus prey, where they're catching those child molesters.
They doing that here in Florida. You seen where old content creator JD DeLay? He's a con and all that. Him and that dude, the Alaskan Avenger, they've been running around bounty hunting, and that's what needs to happen.
It needs to happen. It needs to be mopped up. It needs to be taken care of. Now, we laugh and joke about the pornography and stuff like that. Yeah. But in all seriousness, it's nothing but a sickness.
I agree with you.
Now, we were all men, all us men, we were boys at one time, and the curiosity's got up. Yeah, we looked at a few MILFs and we looked at a few cougars. That's one thing. But, this is happening today is so sickening until it ain't even funny.
It's a problem that needs to be taken care of. And
I laughed at my ex-wife so hard, and the caveman was on here. I hope he ain't hear me. But him and one of his compadres got busted for looking at Pornhub.
Oh, wow.
And she come to me, I can't believe this. And I said, you can't? I said, they're 13 and 14 years old.
Yeah, man.
I said, and you can't believe it. I said, I just got one question. What? I said, what kind of content was they looking at?
Yeah, we got to know.
What do you mean? I said, we're looking at MILFs, cougars, lesbians. What are we looking at? Well, they were looking at women. I said, thank God.
Thank God. Hey,
I said, thank God. What do you mean? Man. I said, have you looked at the world today? I said, last week, I said, I damn near run over a 6-foot tall raccoon in the middle of Monroe. She said, a 6-foot tall raccoon? I said, yeah. I said, it was a guy posing as a furry in the middle of Louisville over there. I said, so, yeah. Lord, I said, it's idiotic today what's going on. So,
that's crazy. Back in our day, you'd have got whooped up on for acting crazy like that. We'd have took care of that.
Oh yeah, man, we took you out behind the barn and
we'd have straightened you out. You wouldn't want to look at a raccoon no more after that got done with you.
Hell no, that'd have been like old Zach Russian.
No, yeah,
I love Zach Russian to death.
I do too.
He was talking about that. They had met up with somebody. Somebody had seen them, and they wanted to be introduced to them and all that. I think he was getting ready to do a show, and the girl that was with the person that was wanting to meet them had one of them coon tails hanging out of her butt, out of her pants. And her buddy walked around. His buddy walked around, and looked her up and down, and looked at that tail, and said, damn, they grow them kind of big up here in Georgia. I said, man, I don't want to crawl up under something there to that. But, my stepdaughter here, she come home from school. And she was telling me, she said, she said, this girl identifies as a bisexual furry in her class. And I'm sitting here going, I said, you're in the 5th grade.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know about.
They're educated. No clue.
That's just crazy, man. The world is going. It's sick out here.
Shoot, man, 5th grade, we worried about who got the latest micro machine or Matchbox car. 5th grade.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or somebody got a new video game on their Super Nintendo system or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we didn't worry about, all this crap going on here today. And I told her, I said, the best thing you can do, I said, with individuals like that, and I said, I have told y'all time and time again that it is best to pray for them. I said, I ain't saying don't talk to them. You just don't give in the way they're living. I said, but you pray for them and you go about your business.
Yep.
So,
but the bad thing about it, though, man, we live in a time where it ain't bad enough that we don't, you know what I mean? We leave them alone, but if you don't participate in activities, oh, you're just a horrible person. I mean, what the hell's wrong with you people?
Well, it's like Phil Robertson said one time in an interview. This is when Duck Dynasty had became a big thing, and God love him. He said it. He said a mouthful. He said nobody can agree to disagree anymore.
That's right.
And that's the problem with the world today. I mean, but in the minute that you don't agree with them, they want to shove down your throat as much as they can.
It's like I was listening to Hank Williams Jr.'s "I'm for Love" earlier today. I'm for if you don't like it, can't you just let it pass?
That's it. That you just let it pass.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
But it's the world we live in. It's the new norm, and I'm hoping and praying one of these days it'll all change. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. It's just steady getting crazier and crazier and crazier. And I finally told one individual, and they which naturally they didn't partake in believing in the Bible. I said, take a long, hard look at Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep.
A long, hard look. So I said, really investigate. I said, you ain't got to go through the Bible. I said, there's several clips and several histories on it throughout.
It didn't end too well for him, did it?
No, it didn't. Especially when Lot's wife turned around being nosy and got turned into a pillar of salt.
Yeah. Yep. That's crazy. I was reading that in the Bible a couple of weeks ago.
Now, see, for you women on here, y'all remember that. That's what you get for being nosy now.
That's right.
But, and it's actually been found over there. They found the salt. And they found the white horsefly hurt.
We got them big ones here in Florida, too.
Man, look, we got them little ones that look like deer flies. Man.
We got them big old horse flies that land on you, sound like a fly, and they sound like I got boggers on them. Wow, 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 wow.
The song around here fly, they registered with the FAA.
Oh, wow.
I reported one last Wednesday.
Oh, man.
That son was dragging the turkey off. I had to call somebody.
Louisiana, about like Florida, everything wants to kill you.
That's it. Everything wants to kill you or suck the life out of you.
Somebody down there said, freaking Marcus.
I can't see the name. I can't tell who it is in the profile.
I don't know. Big country, a cowboy's little brother.
No, man, what you doing down there? You been down there catching them slabs, ain't called nobody. Why you catching them slabs, old boy? I know you started what you been doing. You been down there catching them white perch. They ain't called me, ain't called your big brother either.
We usually go every year fishing.
Let me tell you about that.
What you got?
Let me tell you about that cat right there. If it's a white perch in a mud puddle,
he gonna catch it. He one of them guys, ain't he? Oh yeah.
He's in his sentimental recliner right now. You probably next to a water hole, ain't you?
They giving somebody a break that way they can catch some fish.
That's it. They like I said, if it's a
hey, I appreciate that follow, River.
Yeah, he's got a page on there. And they're all the time doing fishing and stuff. And I think they fish a lot of tournaments and stuff. And they do pretty well. Baby Boy is doing really good.
Oh, wow.
Landon, like I said, if it's a white perch in a mud puddle, Landon's going to catch it. I don't care who you are. And like I said, he's done really well. And he's an old truck driver. He's old chain dragger.
Oh, yeah.
Me and his brother, we all grew up together. And me and his big brother, we went through high school together. And high school got out. His big brother went to the military. I was on my way and didn't make it. But when we all got through doing what we was doing in that time, we all came back here and started driving trucks.
And what they say? Say you always go back home. What they say?
That's it. I left home, went, ran a log truck, whatever. And I stayed home here for about 10 years. And when I come home, it was back in a truck and back to doing what I was doing.
I live about 30 minutes from where I grew up at. I grew up in a little bitty old town, Greenville, Florida, right off of I-10.
Yeah, well, sound like me and the wife. We're probably about 10, 15 minutes down the road from where me and her grew up at.
Oh, yeah.
That area. And the sad part about it, you still don't see nobody from there. That's what's sad about it.
Yeah, you talking about catching fish. We go to my in-laws and we'll fish on that St. Johns River a lot down there around Green Cove and St. Augustine.
Oh, yeah.
We like to tear them reds up, but they was putting in a new bridge right there on the river where we usually catch the reds at. I guess the vibration from them doing the construction, they ain't nobody been catching the reds this year.
Man, it don't take one bridge job to screw up a fishing hole. That's what happened over in the creek one time. We'd been catching them slabs, and when they started construction on that bridge, buddy, that was it. I mean, it killed the beds, it killed everything.
Old River said he's been on St. John's. My in-laws, they live over there in Orangedale, if you know where Orangedale is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Atlanta's been all over fishing them tournaments.
Yes, sir. Man, that'd be a good job to have right there.
Well, kill me, he wins all that big money. He don't know me, his big brother, and he wins all that big money.
Oh, wow. I don't know. They say if you enjoy what you do, you'll never work another day in your life.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't mind being a professional hunter, but it just ain't I ain't found no openings yet.
Never know. Oh, Michael Waddell or somebody like that might hook you up.
Well, I'm telling you. Have y'all noticed on these on TikTok, they wanting you to promote their products and stuff, and it goes like, go to the link and whatever. And they're supposed to send you these products for you to do reviews on.
Yeah.
But instead, you end up looking at like CNC machines and electrical diagnostic works and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here going, that's a long way from an electric bicycle.
Yeah.
I ain't figured that one out yet. But I didn't know if anybody else on here that's done the promotions and stuff, for tools or whatever.
I had Hey Dude send me a pair of them work dude shoes and dudes at work.
Yeah.
They actually sent me a pair of them. You can go back on my profile and see some of the crazy commercials I done for them.
Well, I mean, I was like with my wife. She's a clean freak, neat fanatic. And I'm sure there's some stuff out there that she would like to try. If they would send it, but every time I hit one of them links, it, like I says, it goes down a rabbit hole and just all kind of stuff. But I seen where a welder on here, he's a union welder. He done made probably close to $200,000 promoting products and stuff, like weld machines and helmets and, just products that you got to have to get your welding jobs done.
That's right.
I'm sitting here going, I said, well, I missed the boat on that one. I don't think I'll get to try any of that out. I said, but if Caterpillar was willing to send me a truck with a new engine in it, I'll try it.
That's right. I wear a size C15 3406.
That's it. Absolutely. Hell, new pickup. Hell, let Ford send me a new pickup. I know we'll try her out.
Yeah, man.
Send the wife a new SUV 4-wheel drive. We'll try it out too.
Oh yeah, go ahead and send a lift kit on it too if you're gonna send one.
That's it. Make sure at least 8-inch lift on. Yeah, that's something else. I finally figured out this Ford over here. I'm gonna get up in the morning. I got to change my wife's oil and plug up this other wiring harness on this Ford over here. That I cranked it up, had the valve cover off, and the driver's side bank is not responding at all.
Oh wow!
So I found that wiring harness. I found it coming all to pieces, and so I went and got another one. I'm gonna try to plug it in the morning and see if I can get it fixed, and hopefully life will go back to normal around here.
Boy, I seen a good look. I thought of you today. I seen a Ford kind of like yours, old 90s model.
Yeah.
Oh boy, had it jacked up on some. It looked good too. Oh boy, had it on some bullet holes. That's probably 15 by 12.
Yeah.
38 swampers up under it. Man alive.
Well, see, I got the original bullet holes on here that actually came from the Ford factory.
Yeah, I had it set on my old Ford. Yep, I love them. Them old factory bullet holes.
And then I got the star rims on that red truck. But I said, well, I'm on the upgrade so bad. But right now, we just can't. I'm gonna, like I said, climb on this dump truck and try to get us out of the hole. But
oh yeah, man, everybody thinks buying these hopper bottoms and everything's the answer. It's not the answer. You stay broke. About like a log trailer. Pretty much.
Pretty much. Well, I don't know. I got to tell my wife, she, she's a clean freak, neat fanatic. And I'm sure there's some stuff out there that she would like to try. But
I don't know. I got a friend of mine lives up in Adel, Georgia. He been running flatbed for years. He does pretty decent with his flatbed. He got a regular flatbed and he's got a Conestoga.
I love pulling flatbed. I love pulling Conestoga, but I don't know who to call anymore. I done got picky, and God forgive me. I realize that some people can't be choosing what they want to do, but it's going to have to be one nice Peterbilt and a good flatbed to buzz me. And I enjoy doing the flatbed. You get your exercise, you get active, you get to walk around, and
yep,
you'd be surprised where a flatbed will carry you.
Oh yeah,
man, I've been all over the United States war.
I don't care about hauling freight, man. Going to them freight warehouses and
I don't either.
Being around, yeah, I do too.
I like hauling steel, and I like hauling anything no tarp. I love it.
Oh yeah, I don't mind tarping. I hate untarping. Untarping is what I hate the worst.
Oh yeah, you got to lob that sucker back in that toolbox.
I'm be sweating and all that.
Yeah, then they show up like 5 minutes later with the forklift. Well, we lifted them tarps. Yeah, I bet y'all would.
You didn't have to tarp this. We didn't need this tarp.
Oh yeah, man, that's more red ass than anything.
Ooh.
You get to get somewhere, you done haul that sucker about 1,300 miles, and they shove it off the trailer into a junk pile. We're gonna use it near about another year from now. Yeah, everything out there on the yard is laying next to you, rusted up.
I still ain't made up my mind what I'm gonna do about going on the road. There's a company up in Georgia, ET Early Trucking Company. They want food grade people to haul milk for them.
Yeah.
There is I got food grade experience. That food grade tanker, that's a pretty gravy job. You got to go.
Tanker jobs are very unique.
I enjoy tankers.
I got a guy that there's a guy that lives just south of Rabel here, and he's got a blue Peterbilt. I see him from time to time up at the 138. And he told me one time he'll go out for about a week and a half, make the turn, come home for a month and a half. He owns his own truck. And he told me, he said, when I yank his tank, I make money. But, they haul like brake fluid and, petroleum products and stuff like that. But he did tell me the same thing. He said, now, when you get into that food grade stuff, like milk, vegetable oil, stuff like that.
Yep.
He said, you make your money then.
You do good. You got to run with it, though. I can look at the 138. And I got my pocket guide right here. They still got the Rayville Travel Center there at the 138.
Yeah, we still got the pilot truck stop there.
There used to be 2 of them there.
Yeah, well, let's see. You got the Chevron there. That's a truck stop. You got a Raceway there. That's 4-wheeler hub. You got the Circle K right there. You can get a truck in that parking lot next to Delta Fuel across from Popeyes.
Yeah, I used to stop at that one across from because back when I used to drink, they sell. You know how they sell liquor in all the convenience stores, pretty much in Louisiana.
Oh
Stop there and get me a little bit of that whiskey and enjoy it while I was sitting there on a break.
Oh yeah, you on there? You got your ID? Yes, I got an ID.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, come here, buddy. I got your whiskey. How many camels this gonna cost me?
That's right.
$16.
Them hammer knockers taking over all the mom and pop truck stops.
Man, look, them damn Habibis are everywhere.
They're everywhere.
But some of them pretty cool. They run a good clean store, and you got some of them they're like they're still on the streets of Kabul.
Yeah, but going in some of them places are like going in somewhere in a third world country or something.
That's it, especially you want the bathroom. You want the bathroom, look at the bathroom. That's how you judge that.
Yeah, that's exactly how you judge it.
We got some over here, they're pretty clean. They're real neat freak, real adamant about keeping everything clean. But what kills me, you walk into the restaurant, they got an earpiece in their phone, and they're on their phone, they're talking in their native language and all that. Yeah. I'm sitting there going, just send me my Marlboros and let me go.
Yeah.
Y'all talk about planting a bomb somewhere else.
Yeah. We don't care about what your cousin Habib's doing over there. We just don't care.
That's it. I don't give a damn how many camels he bought last week at sale.
That's right. We got bull haulers, cattle haulers over here. They might have camel haulers over in the Middle East. You can't ever tell.
They probably do, son. They probably got them damn cab over bob trucks loaded down, son.
Now, I bet they got them loaded down. About four of them up in that thing, running them camels across the country, coast to coast over there.
And I bet you them damn scanties pop a wheelie when they come across there.
Have chicken lights all over it.
Hey, you laugh about that? I've seen that happen.
Oh, wow.
I seen one truck they had over in maybe in Russia or maybe in Belgium or somewhere. They run in Scanias, and man, that dude was decked. I mean, man, it was a sexy looking cab over. That dude was jet black. They had the stacks behind the cab. They had the LEDs all around it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was a real thing. And
having a set of 8-inch stacks on it.
Believe it or not, it did. It had a set of 8-inch chinos on the back. And
one of them Punjabi camel haulers.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here. No, this wasn't a Punjabi. This chick looked like she may have been Albanian, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Slavic, you know, she had that kind of look about her. I mean, very, very sexy. But the truck was just, it looked great. I mean, to be what it was, I mean, it looked great.
Oh, wow.
And I said, only downfall is it's got the damn Scania in it.
Yeah.
I said, if it had a Detroit in it, I'd give it a run for his money.
They probably had a doggone automatic or something in it.
I couldn't tell. I mean, they done pictures of the inside of it.
Yeah.
And it looked like it had a manual transmission like you would see in a cab over. But it could still be an automatic, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, it had a clutch. It had everything. But I was watching one little Indian video. That son gun, he's, I guess, running around the airport in this thing. And he reaches down there with his two little fingers and he works his stick. And then he'd be driving along there again, turning, he'll work his stick again. You know what I'm sitting here going, how many speeds does this damn guy have? He shifted that thing in like a 5-minute sequence. He probably shifted 28 times. Mm-hmm. When I'm sitting here going, that ain't no quadruplex Mac transmission.
Oh, man.
Man. But yeah, they do all kind of crap over in them different countries with them trucks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I had a guy that was selling them international. I actually had a guy from Africa contact me over Facebook.
I did. She said I can go. She said I can go.
Wanting to buy my truck, and I'm sitting here going,
I had to personally sell it.
How would I even begin to even get that thing on the ship and get it sent over, you know? And furthermore, how am I going to get my money out of that kid?
That's right.
You know? I said, it's bad enough we had that Prince on Yahoo back in the late 90s. He's trying to give that $1 million away. I didn't believe him. Y'all remember that? It was on Yahoo. You had the chat rooms, you had the emails. And you get that email from this African prince. He's got all this money and he's trying to give it away and this, that, and the other. And we've selected you. And I have like $96 million I want to send you. And I'm sitting here going, just send me the interest on
it. Yeah, just go ahead and hook me up. We'll talk later.
That's it. I don't want to be, I don't want to be too conspicuous. Just send me the interest.
Yeah, I don't want all of it, just a lot.
Yeah, just a lot. That's all. That's it. Man, I don't want some of the mustards. I want the whole patch.
That's right.
That's it. Yeah, when the deer hit the patch, they get it all. They don't get just some.
Yeah. That's right.
But nah, man, it's still a dog-eat-dog world out here. Hey, you got to make a living, and that's just all there is to it.
It's about that way everywhere, I'm starting to believe.
Well, I don't know. Everybody talks about they getting this. I've been seeing this crap all over Facebook. I got people calling me all hours of the day like, well, do you need money? And I'm sitting here going, I'm like Baby Billy on Righteous Gemstones. Yes. Bitch, I need, But it's a scam,
Yeah.
And it's just, you just hit the end button and keep on trucking.
Yep.
And I actually called one of them. I actually had one of them cats call me out of India over there, and I got plumb belligerent with her. You know, well, I say belligerent. I mean, I got on down there. I even asked her, "What kind of drawers you got on?"
Oh wow! Did she tell you?
And she sat there and she sat there a minute. And she goes, "We don't wear those over here." I said, "You talk around. You mean to tell me you on the phone with me right now in India, trying to prank me on some AT&T crap?
Yeah.
And you ain't got no drawers on? That's kind of inappropriate, man." And then she hung up.
I like it when they call you, "Hello, my name is John with so and so." You know dang good and well your name ain't John.
Exactly. I had one call me one time, "This is Michael," and then I had one call, "This is Jason or Kevin." And I'm sitting here going, I said, "I diggity dog." I said, "I got a damn Indian guy on here named Jason."
Oh wow!
Who the hell would have thought this?
Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me you got one named Leroy.
I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that day. It's coming. I know as well as I do. I can feel it in my bones. That day is coming, and when it does,
I hope that we're here live on the podcast one night. And,
I would love to track one on a post like that. You know, get them to call.
Man.
Yes, I would have a field day with that. Yes,
me and you would have. We'd have fun. I could tell me and you'd get in a lot of trouble together.
Oh yeah. Well, I get time we get the bills called up. What I may have to schedule on for like a Friday evening or whatever.
Yep.
And I just have to leave and come down there, and we can go live, sit across from one another, and do
there
a live
you go.
podcast.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it's funny as hell, man. The people that call you. I had one lady call. Her name was Linda. And then I think I had one chick that was honest out of the whole bunch, which I've dealt with her before. She's at a finance company. When she first called me, I kind of laughed about it. And her name was Jing Li.
Yes, I can.
And she's Chinese. She's Asian, and she works for GM, you know, in the finance department. And I kind of laughed at first. She goes, "Why are you laughing?" I said, all the prank calls I've had today, ma'am, this is no exception. She said, "Well, I'm not pranking." She said, "I'm with GM in our finance department, and I am legit. Here's my email. Here's everything. Here's all my credentials." She spit everything out. There wasn't no hiding there. You ask them over there about their credentials, they're like, they don't know how to spell credentials.
Yeah. They have no idea what you're talking about.
Hey, grown-ups is talking. Y'all settle down. Oh, boy, these knuckleheaded boys.
Gotta love them.
I said, if I didn't love them, I'd be done took their head off.
That's about it. You remember whenever that OnStar first come out with a Chevrolet and General Motors, that OnStar?
Yeah.
We was all sitting around in the parking lot one night like we all used to do in high school. I'm pretty sure y'all done the same thing out in Louisiana whenever you was all younger.
We gave OnStar hell.
No, man. We was sitting in the parking lot and we was drinking, and one of them called the OnStar thing, and long story short, we all got to talking to this woman that was there working with OnStar and all that. One of my friends actually wound up getting her number, and they wound up meeting up. She was like from Tallahassee. Yeah, man. Like, man, this is wild.
It's funny you say that. A buddy of mine, he drive a truck down around 30. And he had a lady call him one day. We was going down 425. We was going into Bodega to the port down there. He said, "Hey, man, let me catch you this call." I said, "All right, Boogie, just holler back at me." So, well, he took the call. He come back. He said, "Well, it's the wrong number." I said, "Okay." He said, "Hang on, let me catch that call again." He said, "There's a call coming back." Well, he got the phone. Well, the conversation went on. Hell, he unloaded and he's steady talking, you know, whatever. I said, "Well, maybe whoever it was." He called me back. He said, "Hey," he said, "You'll never guess in a million years what just happened to me." I said, "Try me."
Oh.
He said, "You remember that phone call I got about 425 down there? Well, we was going into the day down there about Ada's warehouse." He said, the lady called me.
Dang.
And she supposedly had the wrong number. He said, "I was nice to her. I said, 'Baby, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You know, if mistakes happen, it'll be all right, baby." He on the phone up. She calls back. And the conversation ensued as to hey, I like the way your voice sounds. I'd like to put a face with that voice. How about we get together? He said, well, where are you located at? She said, I live in Natchez.
Wow.
He said, well, hell, you right across the river. She said, where are you? He said, I'm in Vidalia. He said, oh. She said, oh, okay, all right. And them two, far as I know, and I ain't seen Boogie in years, they actually hooked up. They actually went out on a date. Met, you know, and for last I heard, he was still dating her. Now, granted, I ain't heard from him in the last 3 or 4 years, but yeah, he went off that old gal and made it. But it's funny how that works.
It is, man.
But yeah, I gave old OnStar hell one time. I'll tell you about the McDonald's story real fast. We had all got slop-faced drunk. And I'll tell you, when I say drunk, we couldn't grab our butt with both hands.
Been that way before.
That's the song we had us to eat, man. I done been on that tequila and that gin all night long.
Man, I used to love tequila. Ooh.
And I didn't know whether I wanted to charge somewhere. I just wanted to lay back and laugh. But I wasn't even in my right mind whatsoever. Well, we pull up to the Mickey D's, man. We hungry. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's about 4 or 5, but man, we are drunk. I'm in the driver's seat, what it's supposed to be. I pull up there and the girl said, can I help you? I said, yeah. I said, we want some double whoppers and some Big Macs. She said, how many you need? I said, well, I want 2 Big Macs. And I said, I need four of them double quarter pounders you got in there. And 2 waitresses. Come back on there and she goes, sir, that's 2 Big Macs and the quarter pounder. I said, yeah. I said, 2 waitresses. She said, sir, they're working.
Oh, wow.
I said, hell, lady, it's all right. We'll eat them right. Needless to say, the one at the window goes, she goes, I get off in here about another 5 minutes. I said, well, hell, how about we do this and I ain't inebriated?
There you go. Yes, sir. Man, that's what I always loved about whenever I was younger and started trucking. When I first started my trucking career, being clean cut, young back in the day, it took you a long ways because you didn't have a whole lot of competition when it comes. You know what I mean?
That's it. As long as you was the best dressed guy. I remember one time I showed up to a grain hauler. Man, I had that no resist all hat on, my shirt pressed and everything. I had them old cowboy boots on.
Yes, sir.
You know, you turn around and look at the rest of them, they dress in damn overalls and shorts and flip-flops. And
turbans. And
what are y'all doing now? We're on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, John Daniels, old sidekick, he liked to get me to wear one of them turbans one time. We was going to have some fun down there. We was pulling some corn for a bunch of Mexicans and stuff. Man, they couldn't. They had that stuff going on over there in Afghanistan and all that at the time. You know, it was after the war. And they'd put a crunch on the price of diesel and operation cost. And they couldn't stand them. And well, John told me, he said, why don't you pull that, put a towel on your head, pull up in that field. I said, man, you ain't getting me shot today. Hell with you. But we used to chat with them. We've been coming across I-10 and y'all, and this been back in 07, 08, 2010, somewhere around in there. We've been running across I-10 going down there to Florida. I'd pick that radio. If it was quiet on that CB, I'd pick that radio up and I'd go, I need a fender belt for my turbine. And man, them son guns would come out the woodwork.
Get them all fired up.
Oh, yeah. Where you at, you damn ragheads? I mean, they go talking all kind of trash.
We got old Danny Stark from Fort Wayne, Indiana, waving at us. What's going on up in Indiana?
Oh, Lord.
He said, did you hear about Willie Nelson got hit by a car the other day? No, what happened, Danny?
No, what happened to Willie?
What happened to Willie? Come on now. He was playing on the road again. Danny. He was playing on the road again. Oh, that's a good one there, Danny. Yes, sir.
Have you seen, speaking of Willie Nelson, have y'all seen the deal with Joe Rogan? They talk about they got this drink out now. And the doubt of this drink is actually marijuana infused. So if you want to get sent off while drinking water, that's the water to have.
Oh, wow.
And I ain't been able to find it. I've been looking around for it. But they say that's the baddest stuff on the market because it's marketed by Willie Nelson.
Oh, wow.
I said, well, if Snoop Dogg don't drink it, I ain't touching it.
Yeah, I don't need nothing endorsed by Willie Nelson. That might make you fail a drug test.
Hey there, you be like that old boy on that Toby Keith song, in the fetal position.
Oh, wow.
With drool on my chin.
Oh, Danny said, what do you call a cow's knees? Go ahead and tell us, Danny.
Yeah, go ahead and get us up here.
A burger joint. Danny, you wouldn't happen to be a truck driver now, would you? He acts like a truck driver. I could just tell.